Look at your checking account statement right now. Go ahead, think about it. What do you see? Maintenance fees, minimum balance fees, overdraft fees. It makes your blood boil, doesn't it? You have spent 40, 50 years working hard, saving your money, playing by the rules, and now the big traditional banks are treating you like a profit center. They are chipping away at your retirement fund, $5 here, $12 there, for the privilege of holding onto your hard-earned money. You hear about these new financial apps, like Chime, and you see the commercials promising zero fees. But let's be honest, it scares you a little bit. You wonder, where's the building? Where is the brick-and-mortar branch? If I have a problem, who do I talk to? Is this some internet scam that's going to vanish overnight with my social security check? Those fears are completely valid. When you are at this stage of your life, you cannot afford to take wild risks with your financial security. You need safety, you need clarity, and you need to know exactly how things work before you move a single dime. www.trustpilot.com. So let's strip away the marketing fluff and look at the cold, hard truth about Chime for beginners, especially if you are retired or preparing to cross that finish line this year. First, we have to answer the biggest, most critical question. What exactly is Chime, and is your money safe? Hear me on this. Chime is not a bank. Let me repeat that. Chime is a financial technology company. They do not have a massive, marble-columned building downtown. Instead, they partner with real, traditional banks, specifically the Bancorp Bank and Stride Bank. When you open a Chime account and put your money into it, your dollars don't just float around in cyberspace. They are deposited directly into those partner banks. And because of that partnership, your money is fully backed by FDIC insurance up to $250,000. If Chime goes out of business tomorrow, your money is safe because Uncle Sam protects it at the partner bank level. It is the exact same insurance protecting your money at Chase, Bank of America, or Wells Fargo. Do not let the lack of a physical building make you think your money isn't legally protected. It is. Now, why are millions of people switching to this digital format? It comes down to the fees. Traditional banks are hooked on fees like a drug. They charge you if your balance drops below a certain amount, or if you don't have enough direct deposits hitting the account each month. If you are on a fixed income, or if your income fluctuates because you are transitioning into retirement, maintaining those rigid minimum balances can be a stressful nightmare. Chime eliminates that entirely. There are no monthly maintenance fees. There are no minimum balance requirements. You can have $1 in the account or $10,000, and they will not penalize you. They also don't charge foreign transaction fees if you use your debit card while traveling overseas to celebrate your retirement. You might ask, Susie, how do they make money if they aren't charging me? They make their money from the merchants. Every single time you swipe your Chime Visa debit card at the grocery store, the gas station, or a restaurant, the merchant pays a small transaction fee to Visa, and Chime gets a piece of that. They charge the businesses, not you. That is how the business model works, and it is a beautifully clean win-win for your wallet. For retirees, there is another massive benefit that you need to know about: early direct deposit. If you have your Social Security benefits, your pension, or your final paycheck set up by a direct deposit into Chime, they don't hold onto your money to earn interest on it for a few days like the big banks love to do. The second the government or your employer notifies Chime that the money is on the way, Chime releases it into your account. This means you can get your funds up to 2 days earlier than you would at a traditional bank. They simply deduct that amount from your next direct deposit. No penalties, no shame, no administrative traps. The second major issue is handling physical cash. Getting cash out is easy. Chime gives you access to over 60,000 fee-free ATMs through networks like Allpoint at places you already visit, like Walgreens, CVS, and 7-Eleven. If you use one of those, it costs nothing. But if you use an out-of-network ATM, Chime hits you with a $2.50 fee, plus whatever the ATM owner charges. Worse yet is depositing cash. If you have a garage sale or sell an old car and end up with a stack of $100 bills, you cannot just deposit them into an ATM. You have to take that cash to a retail partner like Walmart or Walgreens, hand the cash to the cashier, and ask them to load it onto your Chime card. And guess what? Those retail locations will charge you a fee, usually around $5, just to process that cash deposit. If you regularly handle physical cash, Chime will quickly become an expensive, frustrating hassle. Furthermore, Chime does not offer joint accounts. This is a massive point of friction for married couples. If you and your spouse have spent decades managing a single, shared checking account to pay the mortgage and utility bills, you cannot do that here. You would each have to open your own individual Chime accounts. You also cannot open a business account, and Chime does not offer traditional retirement accounts like IRAs, nor do they sell certificates of deposit, those CDs that many retirees rely on for safe, predictable yields. Chime is strictly a tool for your day-to-day spending and basic savings. If you find that the technology feels intuitive and you love the total absence of monthly fees, you can choose to transition more of your budget over, or even route a portion of your retirement income there. If you hate it, or if you miss the brick-and-mortar branch too much, you simply transfer your money back to your traditional bank and close the Chime account. You lose absolutely nothing because there were no fees to try it out. You must be the master of your own money. Do not let the big banks bully you with fees, but do not let digital trends force you into a system that makes you uncomfortable. Take control, test the waters safely, and make the choice that gives you absolute financial peace of mind.